He was first diagnosed with Alzheimer's in 2017 and the admission to hospital took place in February 2023. During that whole time, really, this is a long time, there was no input after the diagnosis at the memory clinic. We managed for a long time at home pretty well because I had a tracker on Joe, so I could find him if he got lost. And we did have search and rescue out 3 times, I think, over that whole period. We were lucky in Loughborough because Joe, because he'd been a community worker, people looked out for him because it increasingly became obvious things weren't right. And all sorts of people I'd never met before would walk him home. But running up to the admission, it became increasingly difficult to go out without him. So I started to see if I could get some help. It was impossible to make a referral to social services. It was just impossible. There was no way of getting through. And it says, please do not hold on the line unless it's urgent. It wasn't urgent. I was trying to stop it becoming urgent, but that wasn't possible. And finally, the GP referred into the mental health services. So then that Mental Health Act assessment was organised. Well, that's prior to the admission, so that was the process of that, and then the admission took place. Yeah.
Trevor's dementia journey was quite a long one. I think the first signs that were obvious to me and the family were when he was 50. His mum had died and the doctor put it down to grief, but it was more than that. Trevor started to have some hallucinations. One stage he accused me of beating him up, which he did very loudly. I thought we could have problems here if he does this when we're out. So I notified the Admiral nurse and she got it all recorded with social services. Trevor had his supposed injuries checked with the GP, who confirmed that I hadn't beaten him so senseless that I'd broken his back, which is what he claimed. Some of them were quite funny. Trevor had taken to waking up in the middle of the night. He woke me up and he described these monsters, which sounded like something off Star Wars, had taken Christine. Okay. We need to go and look. And I said, it's no good, it's dark. Look, it's dark outside. We'll never see her. We could get torches. He's by now halfway out the bed. No, you can't use torches because I can't remember what he called these monsters. We'll see the light and they'll know we're coming. We've got to wait till the daylight. Good point. Off he goes. Then a few minutes later, no, we've got to go and find her now. They might be hurting her. No, Trevor, they won't. They don't do the hurting at night. They only do the hurting in the day. They go out catching people at night. They do the hurting. Oh, right, okay. Is it daylight yet? No, Trevor, it's not. We're going to need a good night's sleep, Trevor, if we're going to go searching for Christine in the morning. He seemed to settle down at that. I was almost asleep and suddenly the bed jolts and he's sitting upright. No, I think I need to go looking for her now. And I just looked around and I said, oh, say, will you go back to sleep? And he said, Christine, you're back. How did you get back?
In the middle of all of this, or just before her diagnosis, actually, she actually suffered a heart attack on Christmas Eve. That was another bit of a nightmare of being admitted to a general hospital as somebody with dementia. On Christmas morning, she came round and the nurse had elf ears on because it was Christmas Day. And Barbara woke up and saw this nurse with the elf ears and was absolutely terrified, didn't know.
It's a goblin.
It was a goblin. Yeah, so shortly after that Christmas is when she was diagnosed. And for the next few months after that, we could see she was getting worse and worse at home. And we were, as a family, trying to trying to persuade her that it might be a good idea to look at a care home. Of course, they came to do a home assessment of her, and they said, "Oh, well, we don't think she needs to be on the dementia ward. She can be on the independent living ward." And that didn't last. That didn't work out very well. And there was a fire.
Oh
in
yes,
the
there
kitchen.
was a chip pan fire. Yes.
Yeah, because she told the carer to get lost and not come in, and went and put something on the cooker and then forgot. That was what prompted it all, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So she went into the care home on the residential floor. She was scared a lot of the time. You know, she was hallucinating. But it didn't take all that long, really, for her to be moved up to the dementia ward. So it was really quite a rapid decline, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it was off a cliff